My name is Malual. I'm from South Sudan and I became a refugee at 7 years old. I was born in the midst of civil war between the North and South Sudan. I fled the civil war in South Sudan with my mother and my siblings. We lost our home, we lost our community, we lost our dignity, and we fled for our lives. When we finally arrived at the Mvepi refugee camp in northern Uganda, so we had no possessions, stood in endless lines, and endured harassment from officials. We were tired, dirty. I had hoped that our struggle was over, but it was actually just the beginning. The life in the camp was really very chaos. The children in the camp would constantly fight based on the ethnic differences. School became my sanctuary in the camp. My teachers introduced me for the first time to Right to Play coordinator, where I've joined their after-school program. The Right to Play program really inspired me and changed my life because they could bring together kids from different tribes. We could play together, dance together, and we look at each other as a team. We forgot all our tribal differences, and it really helped heal the trauma that we had. We went back to South Sudan in 2010, and it was short-lived. War broke out again in 2013, displacing a number of South Sudanese again to neighboring countries. Being a refugee for the second time was really very devastating, and I look at myself and I said I need to at least create a difference. I start recalling all my colleagues whom I've met through the Right to Play programs. I knew they had the positive mindset instilled in them as well by the Right to Play, and I started mobilizing them to work with me. I told my friends that we need to be peace builders. We need to be the change that our communities need. Let's forget our tribal differences and work together as a team, just like we did during the Right to Play games. I created the African Youth Action Network. It's a leadership and peace building organization which helped the refugee youth, to have a space and to advocate for their own rights. At IAN, we use games and sports to promote peace, and I learned those things from the Right to Play. If I had not recalled the positive mindset that was instilled in me by the Right to Play, I would be a soldier fighting in different groups like what most young people in South Sudan are doing, but I'm so happy that I've chosen the path of peace. My dream is always to continue fighting for peace until it prevails in my country. Thank you so much for listening to my story, and I hope you continue working with Right to Play and support more children like me to defeat despair and discover possibility and to create difference in their own communities.